Pt.2 portal can now be activated, and this ensures no duplication and prevents selection of prohibited names.
To make sure that businesses, both domestic and foreign, find it easier to do business in the country. So in various indicators, from trading across borders to getting credit, which is another indicator that I'm responsible for, to getting electricity, to paying taxes, to starting a business. EBIS, with the mandate of PEBEC, have been systematically and progressively dismantling these barriers, dismantling this bureaucratic red tape, working with the NDAs to ensure that the business person, and as I said before, particularly MSMEs, find it easier to register a business. Now CAC has a fully automated service where it takes a maximum of 48 hours for you to search for a name, reserve that name, register your documents all the way down to e-stamping. That has been successfully implemented.
Additionally, FIRS e-payment solution has been integrated, and CAC lawyers can now conduct declaration of compliance fee in-house for a minimal fee. Simplifying processes through the use of electronic means have been extended to even others, including immigration and customs.
It's going to ease the means of doing business, seamless release of goods, paperless system. That is the focus of the service, and this will go a long way in assisting the service. Our IT officers will be working here. Documentation can now be done online, releases, so purely IT.
Comptroller General has insisted that all officers must improve their skills, their ICT skills, because it is with this competence that we can deliver service the way the presidential mandate wants it to be delivered. In the management, the administration of the service we have now, and in Abuja, we are going to definitely continue to see a different immigration service, a service that is service-oriented, a service that is determined to meet the expectations of Nigeria.
We expect the database to become more robust and formidable in addressing the various issues, immigration issues we have in Nigeria and the country.
The Nigeria Customs Service has also been enjoined to coordinate physical examination between officials and importers. All these are part of the processes of accelerating the pre-export documentation procedures. Import documentation requirements are to be reduced from 14 to 8 and for exports from 10 to 7.
Generally, I would say the body language of the government towards my line of business, which is basically agricultural exports, has been quite positive. You've seen that at least the key government functionaries, like for instance the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Chivadu Ube, the Minister of Trade, the ED, Nigeria Export Promotion Council, all of these people have been, you'll see the passion in them, wanting to drive the sector. That's to drive business in the export area, particularly agricultural exports. One should give it to them for their efforts. And we also know that government is trying to make doing business easy generally, but it's still a long way. You know, Rome, as you know, Rome wasn't made in a day, so we are not expecting that it will just happen just like that. But we feel that the moves should be more radical, their interventions should show urgency.
Although the changes and strategies of the government to ease doing business in Nigeria is appreciated, exporters say they have their hands filled with other issues. For most of them who have to patronize the Lagos ports, which are located in Apapa area, they say the gains from the e-processing and documentation from the customs is almost lost because of the issue of infrastructure.
The roads in Nigeria are very bad. The cost of transportation from upcountry to Lagos is forever increasing. Diesel has increased, petroleum has increased. Thank God now it is not scarce like in the past, but it's still very expensive. A typical example is our ability to move cocoa from this our warehouse to Apapa port. In the last 3-4 months, it has been chaotic, problematic, to move freely your goods, which are perishable commodities, from your warehouses to the port. Because it's going to affect the quality. There's in cocoa what we call free fatty acid. If it increases, Nigeria is so blessed that we normally have a very low free fatty acid. But if you kept this commodity for a long period in your warehouses, it's going to increase and becomes substandard in the international market. Then it becomes a problem. Now we are faced with a bigger problem coming in as the season of cocoa is starting. A container that used to take only 1 day to get to the port and come back is now taking 7 days or more. They will load, you put dressing materials, and this dressing material will start working before they get to the port. So at so many times, we cannot guarantee the quality at destination at the end of the day, because it has taken how many days before it gets to the port? You are not even sure when it's going to leave the port.
Thank God the government already started working on it. But what do we do in the meantime? Are we going to have a shutdown as we have right now? Trucks not even wanting to go to the port? Are you following me? Not even wanting to lift goods to the port, to take containers from the port? How long will it take them to get their trucks to the port and then bring out the containers, then come and load from the warehouses and then go back again? That's what we are talking about right now. It's a huge, huge problem.